Hello everybody, welcome to Restorative Yoga. This is going to be a very short series. We're going to be using a few props today. So we're going to be using one bolster, 2 blocks, and 2 blankets. Now, if you are at home and you don't have these props, no worries. For a bolster, you can use any pillow, anything that's hard and that you can bear your body weight on it. For blocks, you can use a Tupperware container, boxes, books, anything that resembles a block square shape. For blankets, you can use bath towels. So go ahead and get your props, and then we can sit in the middle of your mat in a seated position. Take the heels underneath your knees so you're sitting in a wide shape. As you get settled into this space, you can rest your hands on your knees and then slowly start to close your eyes. Taking the first few moments to ground into your breath, to settle into your space. Allow your breath to be deep, long, and full. As the breath travels up your spine, beyond the crown of your head, let it nourish every single one of your cells. The breath brings you relaxation. It brings you energy. It brings you life. So start to realize how powerful it is when you start to regulate your breathing. When you regulate your breathing at different speeds, it makes you feel a different way. Slower, deeper, and longer breaths for relaxation. Maybe faster, shallower breaths when you're in an energized state. The human body needs both to survive. Start to notice any tension in your body. Can you use your breath and send it to those areas? Releasing and melting the tension away. Take one more deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Softening the shoulders, bow the forehead to your heart. Releasing the thinking part of your brain to the deeper wisdom that lies within us. Slowly lift your chin and then open your eyes. Okay, stay where you are. Interlace the fingers, push the palms forward. Full stretch. Take the arms over your head. Breathing deeply into your lungs, into your body. Keep the arm bones sharpened and long. Inhale, deep, lengthening up. Exhale, twisting towards your right. Release the left hand to your right knee. Right hand behind you, turn and twist. Come back to center, both arms reach up. Lengthen, twist towards your left. Release the left hand, right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Lift and then exhale, twist. Back to center, both arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips on the floor, crawl forward and bow the head. Slowly come back up. Switch the cross of your legs. Interlace the other thumb on top, push forward, and then reach up. Deep inhale, and a long exhale out. Now release the right hand on the floor beside you. Left hand up and over for a side bend. Ground the left sit bone on the floor as you reach and lengthen the left fingertips. Come back to center, left hand to the floor beside you, right arm reaches up and over your head for a side bend. Breathe deeply into the side body. As your side body expands, how does your breath change? How does your breath feel? Come back to center, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, hands to the floor, walk forward. Slowly coming back up. Okay, let's set up for a restorative downward dog. So in this posture, you're going to have 2 blocks stacked on top of each other. Place it at the top of your mat. Now one bolster is going to go on an incline. Bolster or pillow, put that on top of the block for the incline shape here. Now we're going to take one blanket, put it on top of the bolster for your forehead. So to get into this downward dog, you're going to have the forehead on the blanket, hands frame the bolster. You tuck your toes, lift your hips, and rest heavy on the blanket, on your props. With the legs straight, with the arms straight. Deepen the breath here. Inhaling in through your nose, exhaling out through your nose. Slowly bring your knees to the floor and then turn around. Have the hips facing the edge of the bolster. Lie down flat with the legs straight. So the spine drapes over your bolster. Lower back is supported. Hands can rest by your side. And start to close the eyes. Restorative fish posture. As you deepen the breath, can you soften the hips? As you deepen the breath, can you feel the opening in your chest? Slowly bringing yourself back to the space. You can wiggle your toes, wiggle your hands. Grounding the forearms heavy onto the floor. Slowly push yourself back up. Okay, our last posture, last and final posture, Shavasana, supported. So your blanket is going to support your head. You can either have it unfolded or folded in half. When you have a higher height, some people like it because it brings more support into the neck, but of course everybody is different, so see which one suits you. Now your bolster is going to go to the end of the mat, but not at the very edge. So make sure there is space at the end of the mat. Now your blocks are going to go at the end of the mat. We're going to have the blocks lined up alongside each other like this. Now, to start, let's have the blocks on the second height, and your heels are going to rest over here. Head support blanket comes to the back of your mat. Now, to get into your pose, the distance between the block and the bolster is going to be the length of your shins. So longer shin bones, wider distance. The heels will rest on the blocks like so. And then the back of your knee is going to rest on the bolster. So adjust accordingly. Sometimes I like to lift my legs up just to make sure everything is landing well and landing heavy. Now from here, I'm going to scoot back and then land my neck and my head on the blanket, making sure that the soft edge part of the blanket supports my neck. From here, you can either have the arms by your side, or you can bring the arms over your head. Whichever one feels most restful in your body, I invite you to take that option. When you are settled, you can close your eyes or lower your gaze. Sending your breath all throughout your body. In this Shavasana, can you try to release any gripping, any tension you may be holding on to? Can you allow yourself to fully trust the props? Fully trust that they are supporting you, that there's no need to hold or to grip or to clench, but the props are there to help you ease and to help you relax. As you allow the rib cage to be opened, as you allow the body to be long, can you allow the breath to flow even smoother? Start to bring movement into your fingertips, into your toes, bringing yourself back to the space. slowly bending the knees, hugging the knees into your chest. And then rolling to your right, and then coming up into a seated position. Okay, thank you so much for joining me for restorative today. I hope the practice was nourishing and restful for you.